match, but their coach Bill Anderson had to make was whether or not to bring back Michael Patterson to 5/8 in lieu of Joe Squadrito. Squadrito has been a magnificent substitute for Patterson, but Anderson finally decided that he should give the nod to Patterson. He comes in as the only South Sydney change. Mitch Brennan captains the team, and Bill Anderson is the coach. And so the stage is set. Some magnificent pictures, I'm sure, coming through to you at home, whether you're watching us in Queensland, on the west coast of Australia, or in New Zealand. I certainly trust that 10 sports cameras tonight will capture the fever pitch atmosphere that those people out there in their thousands are witnessing live here at Leichhardt Oval. I'll be back after this break with the kickoff to the 1981 Tooth Cup final, and the players will be coming onto the ground in just a matter of seconds. There it is, Leichhardt Oval, packed to capacity for this 1981 Tooth Cup final under referee John Gosher. And South's running from right to left, sending that ball down to Cronulla Sutherland fullback Michael Mullane. A nasty fall for him, just inside the 22, and the first penalty of the match goes to Cronulla against the tacklers. Steve Rogers taking the kick for line, kicking towards the scoreboard side. His team has witnessed crowds of this size before, having been to the Cup final back in '79 with success. Paul Kahn, one of Sydney's in-form props. He's out there tonight, though, minus his very fine partner, Dane Sorensen. This is Kurt, knowing that he's been tackled by Charlie Frith. Roland Beckett, who also played back in that '79 Cup final for Cronulla. And now Haddock. Rogers. John Byrne has gone to dummy half. Haddock. Kick for touch is a good one. And the first scrum of the Cup final will go down 10 metres out from South 22. David Hatch. Hambley the tackler. Haddock. Wakefield. Youngster in the Cronulla side following the loss of Ian Forrest. Kahn. Here's Rogers. Chance here for South. Simpkins taken by Rogers. Here's Murray. Now Tunks. Taken by Beckett. Stewart. Just over the halfway. Murray. Patterson. Hambley. Very hard body contact. John Byrne the tackler. Murray. Tunks. Brennan. Oh, heavy hit from Kurt Sorensen. It was a touch high. Referee Gosher calling out Kurt Sorensen. See your faces as we pick it up live again. Murray, Patterson, Murray, Tunks.
Sometimes we get these big forwards, Tunks and Hambley, Frith in particular, out wide, running into the, well, basically the halves of the Cronulla side. They're looking to get out in amongst, as you say, the little men.
Frith. Murray, Brennan, Murray, Gibbs. Midway between the 22 and halfway. Stewart. Patterson. Brennan. And This scrum is to pack about 7 metres out from Cronulla's 22. Murray. Patterson. Well, Patterson was looking in vain then for runners on both sides. Murray. Brennan. South with Walsh to Fred. With Charlie carving a track down towards that corner. Still in field. Niscott. 2 metres out. Murray. Patterson. Short ball for Nathan Gibbs. 5 metres from the line now. Patterson. Tunks. And good defence from Cronulla Sutherland.
Yes,
It's Brennan to the right, wants it. It's coming left. It's Murray. Patterson. The run round for Murray. Now it's Walsh. Oh, an incisive run. Swerving. 8 metres inside Cronulla's 22, and the Sharks again called on to defend in the cup final. Metcalf. Murray. Patterson. Nathan Gibbs. 5 metres out. Patterson. Tunks. Chance here for Souths. 2 metres out. Last tackle coming up for the Rabbits. Tunks is short of the line, and a penalty goes to South Sydney. This will be the first points. John Gosher is indicating to the Cronulla players that they had 2 markers. In other words, they weren't directly behind one another, but standing shoulder to shoulder. And we're about to see what should be the first points in the 1981 Tooth Cup final. Mark Ross, 10 metres out, right in front. A youngster who joined Souths from Penrith. Former Australian schoolboy representative. 4th leading point scorer in the league with 121 points. Has scored 7 tries and 50 goals. And has a success rate at goal kicking of 60%. These two sides have met 29 times. Cronulla have won 11, South 16. They've drawn 2, including the first round of the competition this year at Endeavour on the 15-all mark. As Ross picks up the first points of the cup, and South lead 2-0. Now it's Murray, Stewart. Charlie Frith. Rex Williams going in with a shoulder charge.
Yes, the second time too.
Patterson. Perry Haddock making the tackle. They're 10 metres out. Here's Tunks. Murray. Niscott's coming up. The grub kick by Murray. Patterson chases. Oh! What is referee Gosher going to say here? He's indicating a line dropout, I believe. I just thought for a moment that Patterson may have been interfered with.
Well, Kurt Sorensen made no attempt to get to the ball.
John Byrne. That's Burke. Now Haddock. This is Khan. Looking around for somebody to run off him.
Yes, the South defence was there and Rogers was on the outside. He just couldn't get his pass away. That was a good one by Khan, and Cronulla have already got the penalty.
Scotia handing out cautions. And there's the incident on replay. Nobody got hurt. Rogers about to attempt the equalising kick at goal. Over in that corner of Leichhardt. As I've said, all available vantage points have been occupied. Look at them. People watching it from their back veranda. They've got uninvited guests sitting on their rooftops.
And I hope they're solid moves.
So do I. Stevie Rogers. Great footballer that he is. Will also be feeling the pressure of this, I would think. Realising it can equal. It's going a bit wide. It's hit the uprights and bounced back into the field of play. Chris Gardner's coming fast. Gardner's got the ball, I think.
Oh, gee, I thought he had it too, Ray.
Mark Ross in possession for South. Oh, that's as close as it'll go for Cronulla. Oh, that would have been a sensational try. Rex Williams. Kurt Sorensen. David Hatch. Haddock. Rogers. Khan. Did well to Jarvie. Players now on the South 22. Wakefield. Through Williams to Mullane. Tackle by Simpkins, back to Williams, beats Patterson. Rex Williams over the 22, picks up Chris Gardner. Held by Murray. Rick Burke, 12 metres out. Now Haddock, Wakefield, Rogers, there's an overlap. Khan.
Good tackle by Brennan.
It had to be, Keith, it had to be.
Yes, and it was. Came in very quickly there.
Rogers. The up and under. Again a test for Steve Walsh. And he's lost it, but it's been knocked on by Cronulla. And in turn, I believe, forced by South.
Yes, and unfortunately for Walsh, he's dropped both of those bombs now that Rogers has put up. Certainly, he was under a heck of a lot of pressure, and in the midst of 3 or 4 Cronulla players that all went up for the ball, and maybe he couldn't be blamed on that particular incident. But the way he's handled the two of them, I should imagine that Rogers will be putting up plenty more.
Here's John Byrne. That man is Williams. This is Rogers. Now Khan. He's turned it back inside to Williams. I thought maybe he should have let Jarvie try for the corner. Rogers. Haddock. Wakefield. Kurt Sorensen. He's passed and picked up Mike Mullane. Mullane within 10 metres of the line.
And they had the chance too, Cronulla, to back him up.
Oh. Sharks have got a penalty against Gary Hambley for holding on too long, and this most definitely will see the scoreline come level as we come up to the half-time break in a most exciting cup final. Rogers, there it is, 2 points all, and the pale blue, white and black flags have their first moment of joy. The siren has gone for half-time. Perry Haddock now. Khan, Williams. And chance for South. Gibbs quickly rounded up though by Rogers.
He's doing a lot of covering in situations like that, Steve Rogers.
Stewart selling the dump really to Brennan. Hambley. Murray. Patterson. Rampling. Oh. You could almost hear the thud. Patterson. Murray. Tunks. They're running out of territory. Brennan! 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 Into touch! No try!
And a great tackle by Rogers. And he really came from the clouds, flew across, and it was probably only a player with Rogers' pace, anticipation and ability to cover and spot the danger that saved that certain try when Brennan Correa down that left-hand touchline.
See it again.
Very good pass by Tunks here too.
Brennan on the boil, and there he is. Steve Rogers getting a leg across the touchline.
But South's back in possession.
Murray now. Correction. Simpkins it was. And Steve Walsh! The first try of the cup final. Mark Ross converting. South Sydney leading 7 points to 2 in the Tooth Cup final of 81. Haddock now plays it on the South 22 line. Sorensen goes ahead. Still unable to actually make one of those devastating breaks that we've come to know him for. Rogers, Williams. Haddock wants it to the left. Here he is. And now calm. Gardner's chasing, but they've smothered up the ball. Metcalf over the top. Hambley down below. South turn to defend now as David Hatch goes to ground on 5. Rogers will probably put the bomb up. Here he is. There it goes. The up and under in the air. Welsh. Oh, Chris Gardner, I think, has got it this time. He has indeed, and referee Gosher has ordered 6th tackle. Interesting little conversation taking place. Michael Patterson, whilst this penalty was being taken, came to the sideline, the further sideline, to talk to Bill Anderson. I think Patterson has said, let's bring Joe on, Joe Squadrito, Shane Arneal. I think Patterson's probably trying to do what he thinks is the sporting thing. Peter Tunks. Peter Tunks! Yes, he's over! If they hadn't tied it up, they have now. The Rabbitohs have taken the cup final. Look at the joy and the emotion. The ecstasy of it all.
That's it.
What I suggested concerning Michael Patterson coming to the sidelines to talk to Bill Anderson has in fact occurred. Patterson has left the field. A sporting gesture. No doubt about that, realizing just how important a part Joe Squadrito has played in getting South to this cup final. Mark Ross has missed the conversion attempt, but this cup final is as good as over, with South leading 10-2. Is the man I'm talking about, Joe Squadrito. Graham Murray's off, Greg Mackey's on, but South have simply put the players on there to enjoy the thrill of winning a cup final. And there it is, it's all over. South Sydney 10, Cronulla Sutherland 2. 2 tries in the match, scored by Steve Walsh and Peter Tunks. Mark Ross landed 2 from 4. Whilst for Cronulla Sutherland, Steve Rogers landed their lone goal from 2 attempts. The game played before a record crowd attendance at Leichhardt Oval of just in excess of 23,000. And there's a very happy man, the South's captain, Mitch Brennan, being greeted there by Mr. George Haynes, Managing Director, Tooth and Company Limited. And there's the cup held aloft. And this enormous crowd staying on to the very last enjoyable moment. The individual trophies will be presented by Mr. Kevin Humphreys, President and Director of the New South Wales Rugby Football League, and Brian Morris, our own Managing Director at Channel 10. So it's a very happy Michael Patterson shaking hands with the dignitaries at the presentation dais. And South will now file on through as Tooth Cup champions for 1981. Mitch Brennan, of course, earlier tonight took out the Golden Try Award and is the recipient of the Volvo station wagon.